Fact, National Fertilizers, and RCF as well. Back to you.
Vaishna, thank you very much for that. And there, the opening bell is going to go in just about 5-4 seconds. It's expected to be a weak start in line with the weakness that we've seen in global markets overnight. The first tick on the Nifty down 50.5%, lower by 83 points. It's slightly worse than what the SGX Nifty was suggesting. The Sensex down 290 points. The mid-caps are losing in step with the frontliners. The mid-cap index down 0.6%. The advanced decline ratio has more than 1,000 stocks on the losing side. The biggest knock has come in the IT sector. So the Nifty IT index itself is down more than 1%. It's taking cue from the 3% cut that we had on Nasdaq overnight. So the top three losers on the Nifty today are the IT heavyweights: HCLTech, Infosys, Wipro, and the fifth one is TCS. Across the board, these large caps are down about 1% to 1.5%. So we've seen weakness in IT this morning. The other pocket where there is some amount of pressure are the FMCG names. So Asian Paints, crude prices did rise to $81 per barrel. So Asian Paints is down close to about 1%. You've got some weakness in Titan as well. A couple of financial names are losing ground, like HDFC Limited as well as Bajaj Finance. On the gaining side, the big winner is ONGC. This is after the cut that we've seen in the windfall tax. So ONGC has gained nearly 1%. Tata Motors, whereas Vivek was pointing out, come Monday, Tata Motors will be included in the Sensex. So Tata Motors has a bit of a green going for itself. You can also see green on oil marketing companies. So BPCL is up close to about 0.4%. All in all, it's muted start for the Indian markets, down 0.5% on the benchmark indices. The Nifty is holding on to that 18,300 mark, but it's lost straight away 85 points at the open, and mid-caps are now faring far worse.
Mid-caps are faring worse for the second day running, Reema, right now. In fact, as we speak, the mid-cap index is about 0.75% lower. We have nearly 1.5 stocks declining for every stock that is advancing. So the advanced decline is firmly in favor of the losers. The only, gainer of note right now in the broader markets is Nava Limited, up 8% as we speak, after an 8% rally that we saw yesterday as well. Remember, we just spoke with the management. They are going to net $227 million after paying off all the dues, etc. The market cap of the company is around 3,300 odd crore rupees, so the street is putting its hopes on that. The one that stands out on the way down is GMM Pfaudler, promoter entity selling nearly 30% stake in the company. That stock's down 10% as we speak, as a result of the discount that there is at the price at which the current market price versus the price at which the promoters will sell as well. 12% lower, 13% lower on that stock. SRF is the other one, which is down by about 3.5 odd%. On the way up, we do have PI Industries, Oil India again gaining on account of the cuts that have come by with regards to the windfall tax. And PSU banks again see profit taking for the second day running. We have Union Bank, currently lower by about 2% after rallying a fair bit in this year and the earlier part of the week as well. Prashant.
It's a 100-point, almost 100-point cut now on the Nifty. Just a few other names before we go any further. GMM Pfaudler, of course, we just mentioned. It's a 15% cut on GMM Pfaudler, to be expected, of course. Infi is down 1.6. It's coming up as the second largest volume-led loser. Yes Bank, which has had a bit of a run, it's down 2% on volumes. SRF, I think got mentioned earlier, 3% lower. Varun Beverages is down about 2.5% at about 1347, and some PSU banks. By the way, I mean, the PSU bank index is down for the second straight session, but you've got these one-off wild movers, right? I mean, look at UCO Bank. No relation to what's happening to the market. UCO is up another 5, and there is Indian Overseas Bank as well. By the way, these two names were up yesterday as well. So UCO is up 5, IOB is up 2, and on volumes. PI Industries is up 2% on decent volumes. And you got these, Fact and Madras Fertilizer, these fertilizer companies, small fertilizer companies, which are jumping up. Fact was up 10% yesterday. Madras Fertilizer is the big one with an 11% pop. And the only reason I'm mentioning that is because it's got decent-sized volumes. ONGC was up under 1%, is up over 1.5%. So it's slowly picking up pace, ONGC, that is. And Deepak Fertilizer, of course, is the other one, along with Nava, which has got news flow, which is reacting in a positive fashion. Policy Bazaar is coming up with some gains as well. It's up 2.7%, 465 on Policy Bazaar. Keep an eye on the standalone refiners as well, right? MRPL, they all benefit because of the drop in the sharp cut in windfall taxes on crude oil. So MRPL, at least on my screen right now, coming up. So 60 points. I mean, we were down 100, we're down to 60. That's basically the picture with 4 minutes of market action behind us. There is a bounce which is coming through. Let's look at Reliance if we can, because that is the heavyweight. And is Reliance coming back? Yes, Reliance is coming back quite sharply. So it opened at 25. I'm talking about cash levels here. 25.71 is where it opened. It dropped to a low of 25. Okay, 25.70 around is basically where it opened and made a low. And from there, it's now moved up to almost 2600. And this is what I was saying earlier, that the market perhaps has got help from Reliance, which is the heavyweight, and which has got some tailwind in the form of these cuts, especially for Reliance Diesel and ATF. So that's the one which is kind of leading to this bounce back we are seeing on the market. Almost all of it, by the way, this bounce, at least 15 index points coming in from Reliance Industries, along with ONGC. I think it's helping quite a bit. ONGC, 2 index points, Reliance about 13 now. Sandeep Bhatia is a market